Can't believe I'm finally here. I'm reviewing Star Wars. Let's do it. What is up, everybody? I'm here in another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing 1977's Star Wars. Despite the fact that it has been renamed to Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, it is Star Wars. Get over yourselves. Yeah, today is a fun one, because I saw this again. The last time I saw this was the 4th of May. So I haven't seen it in almost a month. And it's not as great as I remember it, but it's still a good movie. No doubt in my mind, it's a great movie. The characters are just so iconic. Sorry from Han Solo. I'm sorry, I don't like Han Solo. I don't, Han Solo's like that one guy that you would want to be around, and then when you finally get around him, and I completely agree with Harrison Ford on this, because he doesn't like Han Solo either. Or at least his role, he just felt lost after, episode 5. So, that's the way I view Han Solo. Like, he's useless after episode 5. Pretty much. Yeah. But, nevertheless, they decided to revive him, so fuck off. Yeah, in my opinion, they could have done better, but they could have done a lot worse. I mean, Star Wars is one of the most iconic franchises, if not the most iconic franchise in the world. And it's made billions of dollars now with the Disney acquisition. Last Jedi made two billion. Rogue One made, I think, 1.6 billion, and Force Awakens made 2.3, I think, maybe 2.1 billion. Disney bought Lucasfilm for 4 billion. Lucasfilm for 4 billion, and they've made over the amount they bought it for in 3 years. That's fucking nutty. So yeah, Star Wars. It's great. Some of the characters that I absolutely love, like Luke Skywalker or Princess Leia, rip Carrie Fisher, man. Or R2-D2, rip Kenny Baker. C-3PO. Literally almost every character in this movie I love, except for Han Solo. Because I'm not that big of a fan of Han Solo. I think that Han should be that character that's just on the sidelines, but he's a meh character, in my opinion. In my opinion, in this movie, he was pretty much one of the only characters that, they genuinely needed. They could have chosen any good pilot for Red 5, but it was Luke Skywalker, who eventually destroyed the Death Star. Had they not had Luke, they probably wouldn't have destroyed the Death Star. But enough, ranting on Han Solo and, characters and shit. Let's talk about the best badass in all of the galaxy, Emperor Palpatine. No, I'm kidding. We'll talk about Emperor Palpatine in my Return of the Jedi review 2 weeks from now. So, Darth Vader is one of, if not the most badass villain in all of cinema history. He is one of my personal favorite villains. He is not my favorite, but he is definitely in that top 3. I'd either say number 2 or number 3, because number 1 probably is Norman Bates from the original Psycho. That or it's another villain that I just can't remember the name of. Oh wait, I'm trying to remember. Oh shit. Oh fuck, I lost it. Oh yeah, Ultron or Loki. It's a tie between those two, so they're at neck and neck level. So I'd say Ultron a bit more, because I liked Ultron. He was funny. In my opinion. That's my opinion. Okay? Fuck off. But shit. My brain isn't working right now. It's 1 in the morning. this entire movie, I'm saying it right now, Han didn't shoot first. If you saw the original fucking unedited cut, the winner of that shootout was Greedo. Greedo shot first. Anybody who says otherwise are fucking lying to you. You know, I know that because I've seen the original VHS tapes. Greedo shot first but missed. Then Han shot. You have to really, like, analyze that scene frame by frame. But even so, to quote Chris Stuckman, even though in my personal opinion, because I've seen the original cut and I've, like, analyzed the shit out of it, Greedo shot first. To quote him, Han shot Greedo in the fucking dick. There is no way he did not shoot him in the dick with that shot, man. Like, if you saw his review of Star Wars, you'd know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's great. But anyway, other than that, the characters that return, holy shit, oh my god, throughout the series, other than Han, with the exception of Han, because Han's only in one other entry, that isn't his own fucking solo movie. Hey, Solo a solo story. Luke obviously was in 4, or at least, like, Star Wars through Last Jedi. Technically, you could say he was through 4 and 8, so he was in 5 movies. Yeah, 5. Well, Han was only in 4, not including his own movie. I don't count his own movie because I'm not going to see it. I have no interest in seeing it. Can I, like, turn on theater mode? Because that would, like, make it look a lot less white. No, it really doesn't help. Might as well. But, like, Luke Skywalker, he's obviously a whiny fucking pussy in this movie. But, like, he has that arc that goes from whiny dirtbag to savior and hero, and that's so great about this movie, is that you start with a wimp like Luke Skywalker and you upgrade him as the movie goes along, and we only see that upgrade progress when we see Empire, because Empire is so good. By the way, in both Deadpool movies, they make a reference to Empire, and even such, Wade, who is literally the fucking wall breaker of the entire group, is just like, oh, Star Wars jokes. And Vanessa's always getting on his ass like, Empire! Because, obviously, Star Wars wasn't originally called A New Hope, it was called Star Wars. So, that's why the title of the video says, Star Wars. Domo's movie reviews. See? Now you know the backstory behind that. But, like, those references were like, right a bitch's back, like Yoda and Luke. Oh, Star Wars jokes. Turns to him, Empire! That's my favorite part of fucking Deadpool. But yeah, the first time I saw it, I can't remember. I can't remember the first time I ever saw Star Wars. But I do remember, holy fucking hell, I do remember, because I didn't know a whole shit ton about Star Wars back then. My friend and I got into an argument, like, because I thought that the prequels came first, and obviously now I know that that was untrue, and he was just like, don't you see how the prequels have better visuals than the original, than the original trilogy? I'm like, what? And he's just like, yeah, they have better visuals. I'm like, no, they do not. And so we got into an argument about that. By the way, I'm reviewing these in order of release, so I will be leaving out Rogue One, because I'm a lazy fuck and I don't want to review that ever again. So I will have 8 weeks of Star Wars reviews. And I won't be having the animated Clone Wars film on there, because why the fuck would I do that? I'm a lazy fuck! Anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna give Star Wars an 8. It's not my favorite. Obviously, Empire is my favorite Star Wars movie. But it's definitely a very enjoyable movie, and I recommend it to anybody who wants to see it. So yeah, that's about it for this video. When you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Domination. You can also follow me on my second Instagram account, the Domination Comes. You can also subscribe to my second YouTube channel, Domo's Toys and Collectible Stress, and you can also look forward to my ranking of the DCEU on tomorrow's episode of the Silver Screen Podcast. Can't wait for you guys to hear that. And until next time, guys, peace out till all are one. Be good people. Fucking Han Solo. What a lazy ass name. Peace out, guys.